Alrighty, hey guys, this is Think Outside the Cube. And here in front of me we have our replacement for our 2005 GMC Envoy. Now, a bunch of you have been ready to go ahead and see the car. I've gotten a bunch of comments on my previous video back to the final farewell video of the Envoy, and many of you have wanted to see it. Well, I actually posted a picture of it on the Facebook page. I posted a picture of the key, and then a few hours later I posted a picture of the car about like a week ago. And so those people that follow the Facebook page really do get news before you guys. But this is a 2012 Jeep Patriot Limited. Now, the reason we purchased this car is basically the GMC Envoy that we had before. It was getting horrible gas mileage, around 14 to 13 miles to the gallon, and it is a rear-wheel drive inline 6-cylinder SUV. So we were like, okay, the car's 10 years old, has almost 100,000 miles on it. We need to go ahead and dump it before it takes a dump on us. How about we say that? And so we came to the decision that it was my brother's turn to get a new car. And so he wanted this. This is a small, fuel-efficient, masculine-looking SUV, and it was really the only one we could find. We looked into a RAV4. It was black. It was pretty much a base model. Besides, it had the dealer-installed leather interior, and I really liked that. But he preferred this, which, I mean, that's okay. I understand leather, heated seats, all that kind of stuff. Coming up to the front, you can see you have the signature 7-slot grille that Jeep has been known for. Some fog lights, a little chrome skid plate down there, which, of course, this one's a front-wheel drive model, so you won't really be going off-road. You do have your standard circle halogen headlamps that Jeep is known for. Coming to your wheels, these are 17-inch alloy wheels. They are riding on Firestone Eternity tires. We bought the car under the circumstance that the tires would have to be replaced immediately. So we're still waiting on the tags for it. We did purchase the car private party. So we are still waiting on those tags to come in because we had to go through the bank and stuff like that to get the title switched over. It was just a big mess, but saving a few $1,000s is worth it in my dad's eyes. As you can see, the previous owner put on these absolutely horrendous chrome mirror caps and door handles. It's definitely not my cup of tea, but it's to my brother's discretion whether he wants to take them off or not. So looking at your key, it's the typical very old Chrysler key. It's not horrible. It feels pretty sturdy. It's just not their new design. Lock, unlock, and panic. Let's go ahead and step inside. Now, coming inside, it does have the black leather interior, and this is some pretty bad leather. It feels very like, it's like, okay, now this portion right here, it feels pretty authentic leather-like. But all of this shiny stuff, it's pretty bad. It's just plastic. It is bad. Let's go ahead and jump inside. Now, looking at just at a glance, as you can see, it does have the new Jeep steering wheel, all that kind of stuff. It's basically a sea of black, which, I mean, it's a Jeep. Let's go ahead and stick your key in the ignition. As you can see, this particular model does have 42,588, so it does have pretty average miles for the year. And what you're hearing start up is Jeep's 2.4-liter inline 4-cylinder. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. Now, way down deep in this engine bay, you do have Chrysler's 2.4 4-cylinder. It's a pretty powerful power plant for this particular model just because it's such a small SUV. It's definitely a needed upgrade over the base 2-liter engine. It is connected to a CVT automatic transmission or a 5-speed manual. So let's go ahead and jump inside. Stepping back inside, you do see this has a partial power driver's seat, which I'm kind of jealous of. You do have manual recline and manual lumbar back tucked in there. Let's go ahead and jump back inside. Pretty solid doors for such an older designed Chrysler product. I was surprised about that part. And speaking of the doors, they are an actually really soft touch plush material. I'm sure this is only on the upper trim levels, but let alone it still is a nice touch. You do have chrome door handles. Looking down here, you do have all power windows, power locks, power mirrors. Looking on your steering wheel, it is the refreshed Jeep steering wheel. You have your cruise and your center controls for your trip computer. You have your headlights, fog lights, and then your gauge brightness over here. Then you also have your wiper controls, variable intermittent speed, and then you do have your rear wiper controls. You do have audio controls on the back of the wheel also. Looking at your dash materials, it is all a hunk of cheap hard touch plastic. Sorry, I couldn't get that out. But at least you don't have an airbag cover. I mean, it looks pretty modern. Looking at your head unit, something that doesn't look exactly modern is this head unit. It does have satellite, which I'm jealous of. You have a CD player, MP3 right here. I mean, it's okay. It's nothing special. You do have voice commands with actually, no, you don't. It's not equipped with Uconnect phone. I guess that was an a la carte option. Coming over here, you have your single zone automatic climate controls, which I do like. Farther south, you do have your heated seat controls, dual stage for your cheap leather. And here's the controversial part of the car. This is your CVT automatic transmission. It's not that bad. We haven't really been able to drive the car that much just because we've been waiting for the tags for it. But we have driven around the neighborhood and stuff, and I have to say, it's not horrible. It's not as bad as I thought it was. Coming down here, you do have your cup holders, leather stitched e-brake, padded center console, stuff like that. Right here, dual tier storage. Deep down in there, you do have nothing. But right here, you do have a house outlet, 2-prong. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump and look up here at your sun visors. No vanity light, unfortunately, but they do slide and adjust. Looking up here, you do have your interior illumination, just basic. And then you do have your manually dimming rearview mirror. Alright, so that's basically it for the front. Let's go ahead and check out the back seat. Alright, so stepping into your back seat, it is a pretty wide opening door, easy entry and exit. But coming back here, alright, so closing the door, your door materials do not follow through. More of that glare. You do have hard touch cheap plastic up here, chrome door handle, power window. Everything back here is hard touch, not even a soft touch armrest. It's pretty sad, to be honest. No armrest or anything like that. You do have these absolutely hideous headrests. I have no idea where our manufacturers do this. Looking right here, you do have a third person, your little seat belt. You have to pull and latch it right here and then latch it right here. Looking down here, you do have cup holders at least. And you do have some storage in the door. So, looking up here, you do have a dome light that you can't really control, and the headliner, as you can see, the headliner is not the sturdiest. Looking over here, you do have handles with a little hook on them, you know, hang the laundry. But that's basically it for the back seat. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trunk. Alright, so coming to the cargo area, as you can see, you have that nice chrome strip running across the bumper, chrome exhaust tip, limited badging. I mean, it is a pretty attractive rear end, to be honest. This is basically just a smaller Commander. But coming back here, it is a pretty spacious cargo area for the size of the car. It's not a very big car. I wouldn't consider it an SUV, to be exact, just a raised ride height hatchback, I guess. But as you can see, the plastics back here, they have scratched up some. It could use some work. We haven't really cleaned up the car all that well. But looking beneath here, as you can see, you do have I don't think that's full size. No, that's just a temporary spare tire with your jack and stuff right there. But a nice touch that I noticed is you have this really, really thick insulation all down here. Underneath my spare, or underneath my trunk where my spare tire is, it's all just exposed metal. So I really like the small detail of how they finished it off down here. But that is basically it on the like initial tour of my brother's new car. I mean, I won't be able to get a bunch of videos of this, but he will be home quite a lot, so I will be able to snag some. But do leave your thoughts below on what you think of the car. Definitely not best in class, but I mean, it's what he wanted, and I mean, the Envoy was really just a hand-me-down, and so it was only fair to let him pick out his first car, I guess you could say. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.